So what have we got going on here? Patterns in the sky. Crosses in the sky. Beautiful light coming from the sun. And times of mourning for Queen Elizabeth II. King Charles III has been visiting Cardiff. He was here yesterday. And great times of change in the world. In the planetary alignments. And restoration of and for God's love. Many people are turning back to God and God's ways. Today there's the Public Child Protection Wales protest, talks, information at Cardiff Station from 2 p.m. today. And I urge all people to take note of what's in the new relationship and sex education being brought into schools across the board. So it's teaching about the body, the names of sexual parts. It's also offering the choice of gender sort of at a very young age, which the fact that a child is that they're not capable to make informed choices, knowing the outcome or understanding the outcome. Children don't have that development of learning and understanding. That's the very reason why they need good, moral and righteous care, education, and we need to protect their innocence, and we need to protect the innocence in a way of all people, because the immorality of the content does not lead to the fruits of the Spirit. It doesn't lead to sound mental health, the fullness of spirit, of the love, the joy, the faith. Faith is the assured expectation of the things hoped for, the evident demonstration of things not yet beheld. And so if we have fear and abuse, which takes away the core self-confidence, self-worth, self-esteem, that's what abuse does. It destroys those core values of self. And that creates absolute mental health problems and people stuck in fear and stress, which come from the cortisol, stress hormones. The Bible's translations tell us that Jesus Christ was born in a stable. The love of Jesus Christ actually stabilizes our bodies to the state of love. And love is not a cortisol stress hormone of any kind. And so I ask, what are we educating the children for? To educate a child to consent of something that feels nice in their body at that young age. They don't know how that's going to make them feel in later life. And so teaching them their right to their sexual pleasures at such a young age, and consent. I even saw a leaflet from Scotland which is the total opposition of stranger danger. It's encouraging children to be friendly to strangers. Or just, I think, well, the children are being opened up to consent to things they don't know about. And a lot of the program or whatever it is, it's been made by perhaps men without children, and sort of the more education that's coming out about it, there's just many questions that need to be asked. Jesus Christ asks us to become like little children, which is that beautiful joy and innocence and faith and friendship and no judgment and no divisions, no racism. It's, Jesus Christ, he asks us to love God, which means to observe the commandments, to live by the commandments, the 10 Commandments, which are the basis of our human rights, and to love our neighbour as ourself. It's a three-way model. Everything is a three-way model: to love the greater good, to love the others and love ourselves. And then everybody loves. And to love our enemies, because once we get to know people that we perceive as enemies, they actually are human beings just as we are. And the fruits of the Spirit are common to all people. Love is not a cortisol in anybody. It's applicable to all beings, and even animals. Animals, the mammals, that mammal connection for the closeness, for the emotional connection, for the humanity, for the enthusiasm of love and life. And the laws of God are constitutional. They build who we are and create the state of being within our bodies, which is the temple for love to dwell, but also where fear dwells, where stress and hurt and pain and disease, sickness, they all dwell within us. God is love. And what is love? What is love in our body? I say it's the naturally occurring endorphins. And so my poem and new song, The End, is the beginning of the word endorphin, the end of suffering. I was very blessed in my life to be adopted, to have a better chance in life. I was very protected, and I was taught the right ways, and we all make mistakes as we're teenagers growing up, but we learn from those mistakes, and we repent and turn around and walk in faith, walk in the fullness of spirit. My grandmother, Jessie Moore from Glenavon, was just the kindest and most graceful person